focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. About others way before myself, yeah. I guess that's why I feel like I go through hell, damn. Wasting time on your dreams instead of mine, yeah. About to turn this franchise around on a dime, man. It's all about finding your right state of mind. It's all about turning the worst into fine. It's all about time and the work and the climb. From the thirst we will rise, I'm immersed in this life. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Stroke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter. My name is Rick, and man, my neck is hurting like hell. Oh man, it's just got this like kink in my neck and my shoulders right here. It just started hurting like crazy. I don't know what that means, but all I know is I got a lot of pain right in my shoulder, right where the neck and shoulder is. I got some cream that I arrived today, so I'm gonna put some of this on, and maybe it'll kill that pain. Cause holy shit, it hurts. We got Steve today. If you never met Steve, he's right here. He likes to give high fives like this. Give me the high five, Steve. Oh man, he made an appearance today, and it was unprecedented. It was one of the craziest events that has happened, and the fact that they keep pushing this narrative and this craziness on us tells me that they have something big that's going to be happening in the next 2 weeks. Just stay tuned. I just feel the energy is very, very, very high, and everything's like on pins and needles. And I just feel like something dramatic, like drastic, is going to happen within the next 2 weeks. So just be warned that I told you guys. With that said, let's check this out. Let's check this out, and this is the reason why I have the alien back here.
What's up, guys? Spenny. I know there's a lot of news going on right now, and the last thing I was planning on tuning into was a UFO hearing in Congress. There's been a lot of them. They seem to amount to absolutely nothing, except for this one provided video evidence of the craziest ass shit I've ever seen in my life. A UFO essentially absorbing a Hellfire missile from our military.
That's crazy.
It's wild. I'll play you the clip. It was played before Congress. There were a ton of military veterans and fighter pilots and Lockheed Martin executives that testified saying there is footage and orbs and beings and things that cannot be explained, and it's all happening, and a lot of it's on camera. Bombshell new video shows U.S. military direct hit.
We're not alone. We never were alone.
UFO with a Hellfire missile. But what happens next is insane. A group of military whistleblowers testified under oath that they've seen UFOs. U.S. intelligence community tried to cover up. 3 Navy and Air Force veterans testified on Tuesday on Capitol Hill at a congressional hearing of unidentified anomalous phenomena. UAPs. No longer UFOs. The new term for UFO since 2023. Okay, I don't know who decides that, but whatever. I'm going to call them UFOs. During the hearing, Congressman Eric Burleson of Missouri showed shocking, never-before-seen footage of a UFO being struck by a Hellfire missile from the U.S. military, filmed on a drone just last year, approximately 1 year ago, October 30th, 2024. Black and white video captured a 100-pound class air-to-ground precision weapon bouncing off a mysterious orb which continued traveling at extreme speed off the coast of Yemen. Witness Jeffrey Nikeli, a former U.S. Air Force military police officer for 16 years, called the new video exceptional evidence of the existence of UFOs. He and other men disclosed how they saw multiple types of strange, unexplained craft on duty, including giant triangles, glowing cubes larger than a football field, and the infamous tic-tac-shaped vehicles that shoot out of the Pacific Ocean. Along with their eyewitness accounts, 2 of the veterans claimed that the U.S. government was attempting to keep incidents secret, alleging threatening witnesses and blacklisting. Dylan Borland, a former U.S. Air Force geospatial intelligence specialist, said that in his opening statement that multiple government agencies blocked him from getting work and forged documents and manipulated his security clearance to stop him from speaking or showing videos like this one. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the video being shown in Congress for the first time.
This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb, or this object, off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. That you cannot see that drone, and so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
freaking aliens. Look, they shoot a missile at it, a Hellfire missile, and it split it in half. It split the missile in half.
So you can hear the audible gasps in the room.
Anything.
Let's get a closer view
Look, it
of
just
this.
split it in half.
And what they watched was this video. You'll see here in the center of the video is the UFO. You'll see the Hellfire missile. There it is, coming in out of frame left. It's about to strike with precision the UFO, and it simply bounces off of it. It doesn't even detonate. It just bounces off. The UFO seems to deviate in course just a little bit, but then something insane happens. Here's the actual strike there of the UFO.
It looked like it split the missile.
It just kind of shrugs it off.
Wow.
Is there anything that can absorb a Hellfire missile like this that we know of? Where the missile itself wouldn't even detonate? These are, of course, the single most sophisticated weapons engagement systems known to man. Let's listen to the expert's answer.
Wiggins?
Yes.
Anything in the government, United States government arsenal that can split a Hellfire missile like this?
No.
And do whatever blob thing it did and then keep going? Nothing?
Nothing.
All right, how about you, Chief Wiggins?
Nothing to my knowledge, ma'am.
Okay, and how about you, Mr. Borland?
I prefer to answer that in a skiff.
But that's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO and just bounced right off. And it kept going.
It kept going, and it looks like the debris was taken with it.
Yeah. What the hell is that? What
So again,
flies like that?
again, I'm not going to speculate what it is, but the question is,
Does this video scare you guys?
It concerns
Yes or
me.
no?
Yes.
Wiggins?
Yes.
Nat?
It doesn't scare me.
So let's look
it's
a little
concerning.
closer at this, because it is wild.
It just bounced right off.
They split a Hellfire missile, and then one of the experts say they'd prefer to answer this in a classified setting. One of the experts says, I think I might know what this is, but I want to answer on a classified setting. If you look closely after impact, 3 fragments of the small or smaller orbs remain in close proximity to the main object. Here's the zoomed in slow motion view. This is exciting. So check this out. You can see that what seems to be the object has small particles that were split off, and then they gain formation and continue flying together.
What?
Isn't that insane? What the hell is that? What the hell is going on here? Look, you can see that
they broke apart
object
and they're like
fragment
flying.
and then everything sort of lock back into formation. What is that exactly? The video of the MQ-9 drone firing a Hellfire missile at an orb. It gets hits and spins and then carries on. Understand that the object took a direct hit from the top-line AMG-114 Hellfire missile designed to penetrate armor. It bounced off the object, and the missile fragments got caught in the plasma vortex and accelerated. This is the smoking gun proof by actual experts.
Wow.
The new UAP video shows an MQ-9 Reaper drone firing an AMG-114 Hellfire missile at an unknown object. The Hellfire missile impacts the object and subsequently continues traveling. The U.S. military apparently cleared kinetic action against the UAP. As you can see here in the video, the object either absorbs the Hellfire missile and then takes parts of it with it. Look at that. Or the Hellfire missile knocks the object in a manner, that that splits it apart, but then it reforms. Wild. New military surveillance video shows UFO splitting Hellfire missile in midair. What do you think? More closely I look at this video, I feel that whatever comes off the UAP in the missile impact does seem to triangulate and appear to be in control of its aerodynamics. Could be smaller spherical UFOs. Anomalous for sure. You Yeah, you can see here that everyone's saying this is crazy.
It's like they
I don't know, man.
abandoned
What do you
ship
think it is?
and broke
I've
off
never seen
into
footage like
three other
this.
pieces.
It's insane. I mean, is it all a hoax? Is it all fake? I don't think so. It's an enormous amount of credible people there. It
I mean, there's
defies
explaining that needs to be done.
earthly explanation.
Yeah.
I encourage you to go watch for yourself. The hearing is available online from the UAP task force in Congress. We look forward to having Anna Polina Luna on our show later this week. I know there's a lot going on, but I've never seen footage like this. It's crazy and fascinating, exciting a little bit. But what the hell is it? I don't know. And we just want to thank Anna Polina Luna, who's a congresswoman from our district, who continues to ask these questions. I mean, it looks like we're actually learning new things here. Now it's time to do
Our weapons are not strong enough to take down the aliens.
People know, because everything happens in a classified setting, so none of us, the American public, doesn't know. Let's keep rocking.
That is wild.
The truth is out there.
That's very scary because we don't even know what they're capable of. You know, and if they could split a hairfire, like a missile, right? A Hellfire missile, split it in half. And it looks like they abandoned ship. It's like all right, abandoned ship, like Spaceballs. They got into their little pods and they broke off from the main vessel. And there's three of them, and they're keeping the same formation and following the main object. That's wow. That's very unique. You know, I know the aliens are here. I know we're not alone. We've never been alone. We were always accompanied by special beings that are here, that are pretty much controlling the narrative here in our planet. I don't know. Maybe the Democrats are aliens. I don't know. Maybe. You gotta ask Steve. He knows. And Steve likes this. This is his favorite. He loves medicine. Smells good. I'm gonna light it up. Might as well smoke up with Steve for a little bit. We're gonna watch some a little bit more news, and then got some paranormal video to watch and to cap off the night with, because I'm very intrigued with the paranormal now, and I want to get back into it. And this is like something that I like to do, is to watch these videos and learn from these videos, and not only that, but it's like sharing it with you guys, because I'm watching it for the first time with you guys. This videos that I've been watching, it's been the first time when I do play it, and you get my honest reaction to what goes on within the paranormal. And hey, if aliens are real, if Steve here is real, I guarantee you all this fucking paranormal activity is real and is very dangerous, and we don't really know what we're messing with. It's disturbing. It really is. So what I would like to do is I want to jump right into Tyson De La Cruz and get this entry out the way. Something that Tyson put up earlier on today, and I would like for us to watch. Tyson De La Cruz will be here Thursday at 7:30 Eastern time, and we're making this a habit of having Tyson here every Thursday. So if you want to come and ask him any questions or interact with Tyson De La Cruz, you're more than welcome to on Thursdays. With that said, let's go ahead and check it out.
Federal agents surprised guests and workers at this hotel off 144th and I-80.
America, let me tell you about a story that perfectly shows why our immigration laws exist and why they must be enforced. No exceptions, no sob stories, no matter what. Inicios Celera Martinez helped federal agents rescue 27 trafficking victims, including 10 children, in that massive Omaha bus that I covered about 3 weeks ago. His cooperation was absolutely crucial. But here's what the bleeding heart parents don't want you to hear. This man illegally crossed our borders, worked here without authorization, broke our laws every single day he was in America, and now he's crying because he's getting deported. Too bad, too sad. Laws are laws.
It is. Laws are laws, and you have laws for a reason.
4 hotels in Omaha, including 2 you see here, are under fire. And the reason? An alleged human trafficking conspiracy. And now authorities saying the investigation is leading to a wide array of federal charges.
Law enforcement searching a total of 14 businesses, 2 homes, and telling us they rescued 10 minor victims.
What is up, guys?
Oh, wow.
Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Now, I covered this story about 3 weeks ago when it broke, so let me give you a quick recap, then explain why this case shows exactly why we need strong immigration enforcement, even when somebody does the right thing after breaking our laws. 3 weeks ago, federal agents conducted a massive 4-year investigation that culminated in raids across Omaha, Bellevue, Serpy County. They hit 4 hotels, the New Victorian Inn and Suites, the Roadway Inn, and 2 others, arresting 5 people for running what prosecutors called a sophisticated human trafficking operation.
The FBI and HSI were going after hotel ownership and management. They arrested 1 man, his wife, brother, and brother-in-law in connection to these alleged crimes. The number of victims they found is still unknown, but they say victims are as young as 12 years old.
The victims were forced to work with little or no pay, then solicited for blank in exchange for rent. Drug trafficking was rampant at these hotels. The whole operation was run by 5 Indian hotelers and a salon owner, the Chahari family and their associates.
Officers rescued 10 minors under the age of 12 and 17 adults, all part of what the feds call a trafficking ring. Some children worked long hours for low pay, labor trafficking. Agents also say both minors and adults were forced into sexual activities by hotel management in exchange for a place to stay.
But here's one component that made this case possible. Elias Celera Martinez, a Venezuelan man who was being exploited by these same traffickers, provided crucial information to law enforcement. His testimony appeared on 3 pages of the criminal complaint that helped authorities build their case. Now, let me be clear about something. Celera Martinez didn't just overstay his visa or have paperwork problems. He illegally crossed our southern border. He left Venezuela in 2023, made a 3-month journey on foot through half a dozen countries, rode dangerous freight trains through Mexico, then illegally entered the United States. Yes, he turned himself into ICE after crossing, but that doesn't change the fact that this initial entry was illegal. He was released with a notice to appear for a 2026 court hearing where he planned to claim asylum. But until that hearing, he was in the country without legal status.
American and New Victorian Inn and Suites are 2 of the 4 hotels raided by the feds after a recent human trafficking investigation. Now people living in the hotels long-term are being forced out.
They're stuck with nowhere to go.
This is exactly the problem with our broken immigration system. When you allow millions of people to cross illegally, then release them into the interior with court dates years in the future, you create a massive population of people living in legal limbo. And that legal limbo makes them perfect targets for exploitation. The traffickers knew Celera Martinez was illegal. They knew he was afraid to complain. They knew they could exploit him because he had no legal recourse. His legal status made him vulnerable to exactly the kind of exploitation he eventually helped expose. Celera Martinez ended up working for Ketan Kumar and Amit Chahari at their hotels. They promised him $1,500 per hotel room that he painted and fixed. He worked on 20 rooms plus other parts of the hotel, got an initial payment, then the money mostly stopped. He tried to leave for Denver because he wasn't getting paid. They lured him back in with more promises. He watched them kick out another worker for complaining about non-payment. He tried to keep quiet because he saw what happened to people who complained. This is exactly how trafficking works. Criminals target people who are here illegally because they know these victims won't go to police. They exploit their fears of deportation to keep them silent and compliant. On July 30th, everything changed. Amit Chahari was driving him to get paint and police pulled him over. Police found a drug called chat and $5,000 in the truck. Both men were arrested. Celera Martinez said he had no idea about the drugs. During his police interview, he maintained his innocence about the drugs but offered information about his struggles with the Chaharis. He described prescribed conditions in the hotel without knowing he was contributing to a larger trafficking investigation. He spent 8 days in jail on drug charges that prosecutors later dismissed. Now, some people are saying Celio Martinez should qualify for an S visa, what's commonly called the snitch visa for informants who assist law enforcement. Let me explain why that's probably not going to happen. The S visa requires law enforcement sponsorship. Only federal and state law enforcement agencies or the U.S. Attorney's Office can file the application. The individual cannot apply themselves. The agencies have to determine that the person provided substantial cooperation in a criminal investigation or prosecution. Here's the problem. My spokesperson, Tanya Roman, already made this clear that this cooperation didn't matter to them. She said providing information during an interview does not make somebody a confidential human source, and Celio Martinez does not classify as one. ICE arrests illegal aliens when they encounter them, regardless of whether or not they provide information.
During the operation, Immigration and Customs Enforcement detained several people who were not named in the FBI's criminal complaints. Officials say those detentions were separate from the main investigation.
If they're in the country illegally, they were arrested.
The FBI and DEA got what they needed from him. His testimony helped them build their case and rescued 27 victims. But now that the case is built, they have no incentive to sponsor him for an S visa. And since DHS already put out a press release calling him a criminal illegal alien from Venezuela, they're not going back on that now. Only 200 S visas are available nationally each year. Law enforcement agencies save those for the most valuable long-term informants, not somebody who provided information in a single case. Look, I appreciate that Celio Martinez helped rescue 27 trafficking victims. That was the right thing to do, and those victims are alive today partially because of his cooperation. But here's the fundamental principle we cannot abandon. Laws must be applied equally to everyone. If we start making exceptions for people who cooperate with law enforcement after entering the country illegally, we create a massive loophole that will be exploited by criminal organizations. Every illegal immigrant will claim they have information about a case. Every smuggler will coach their clients on what to say to avoid deportation. The law is clear. If you enter the United States illegally, you are subject to removal proceedings. It doesn't matter if you're a good person. It doesn't matter if you help law enforcement. It doesn't matter if you have a sad story. You broke the law by entering illegally. Celio Martinez had legal options. He could have applied for asylum at the port of entry instead of crossing illegally. He could have gone through the proper immigration process. He chose to break our laws, and now he's facing the consequences of that choice.
You gotta go bye-bye.
What happened in this case is absolutely atrocious.
End of story.
The idea that criminals believe they can exploit children and other vulnerable individuals in our communities,
the phone agrees,
victimize innocent people, and then hide from justice is unacceptable.
This case perfectly illustrates why we need strong border security and consistent immigration enforcement. When people enter illegally, they become vulnerable to exactly the kind of exploitation that Celio Martinez experienced. Traffickers targeted him because he was here illegally. They knew he was afraid to go to the police. They knew that they could exploit his fear of deportation. His illegal status made him a perfect victim. If we had secure borders and legal immigration pathways, people like Celio Martinez wouldn't be vulnerable to trafficking in the first place. They would either enter legally with full rights and protections, or they wouldn't enter at all. But when the previous administration allows millions of people to cross illegally and live in legal limbo, we create massive underground populations that criminal organizations can exploit. Every illegal immigrant is a potential trafficking victim. The solution, in my opinion, isn't to give amnesty to people who cooperate with law enforcement after being exploited. The solution is to prevent illegal entry that makes them vulnerable to exploitation in the first place. America, I want to be clear about something. I'm glad Celio Martinez helped rescue those 27 victims. What he did was morally right, and those people are alive today partially because of his cooperation. But laws are laws. He entered our country illegally. He shouldn't have been here in the first place. And if we start making exceptions for people who help law enforcement after breaking our immigration laws, we undermine the entire legal immigration system. The real tragedy here isn't that Celio Martinez is being deported. It's that our broken border security allowed him to enter illegally in the first place, making him vulnerable for the exact kind of exploitation he eventually helped expose. Here's what we need: secure borders to prevent illegal entry, legal immigration pathways
maybe
for
if he
people
self-deports,
asylum,
he may be able to come
consistent
back.
enforcement of immigration laws, and no exceptions based on cooperation after the fact. If Celio Martinez wanted to come to America, he should have applied through legal channels. If he was fleeing prosecution in Venezuela, he should have applied for asylum at the port of entry. Breaking our laws is not an acceptable way to enter enter our country, regardless of what happens afterwards. Let me know what you guys think about this. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you, Tyson. Del Cruz, another great entry. Yeah, I agree. He could have came and declared at the border and been like, "Look, I'm seeking asylum because of da 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 and da 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 da," and they would have went ahead and gave him an appointment and so forth, and had him wait, and he could have been in this country. You know, he could have came in the legal way, but since we had very weak borders under Biden. And I think they were assuming that Biden was gonna get reelected somehow. I don't know. That would have been crazy if Biden would have gotten reelected. I would have preferred having Tales from the Crypt Keeper, continue as president. But damn, Biden and his son, because his son was pretty much and his wife was running the show. Biden was just a puppet. He was just there like, I don't know, you know? So it's we're very lucky we have like law and order back. We have Trump back in the office. Time to clean up the mess and get these Democrats, man. These Democrats, what is going on with them? Like, to me, they're the aliens. They're completely opposite. Like anything, like if you say like the sky is beautiful, they're gonna say it looks like shit. They say, you know, it's just crazy. These Democrats, I just don't understand them. I really don't. Like, why so much anger and like the Karen energy? Like, I think their mascot is Karen. Karen the complainer, Karen the bitch, Karen the freaking hellhole. Ooh, you don't want to deal with on a daily basis. Hell no. But I want to check out this next story. Let me get it sized up here because I got a couple of stories we got to watch before we get into the paranormal. Let me see. Let me get it all set up because we do got a few two videos that I pulled up for the paranormal videos. So that I would like for you guys to watch with me. And I'm just taking my time because I'm resizing everything. Closing this out. And I got to resize this one too. Oh, I'm going to have to bring back Steve. All right, after this one, I'll bring back Steve for the next report. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this together.
Freedom flotilla traveling to Gaza have been caught up in a suspected drone strike. Gold Coast local Yusuf Omar was there when the vessel caught fire and joins me now from Tunisia. Yusuf, thanks for your time. Appreciate you being with us. Look, how did it all go down?
I'm opening the
chat room on my phone. I've lost a lot of my voice. I was screaming very loudly as the drone hit the vessel, and I've also had a lot of smoke in relation.
Yeah, they kept flying them. That's crazy.
What is drone struck?
And they were sleeping in the airport.
I was sleeping on the front deck. Massive ball of fire emerged. It was absolutely terrifying, but as I'm sure you're aware, this is something that people in Gaza are going through every single day. Drone strikes on their houses, their buildings, their communities, children. So, I mean, I can only begin to empathize with what they go through on a daily basis.
Mate, the audio is a bit ropey, and so is your voice by the sounds of it. But you've been through a fair bit. What looks to be a drone strike that hasn't been verified yet, right? Has there been any establishment of the fact that it was a drone?
Verified. Yeah, we've got multiple eyewitness accounts, including 2 people that were on the vessel. 2 people who
but that's
saw
not verified
eyewitnesses, and of course
2 people. They got to verify
from
it.
multiple vessels all around.
Like
Tunisian
satellite,
authorities have claimed that
radar.
it's not a drone strike. Obviously, this is a massive imposition on their
But it
sovereignty
is an
for a
explosion.
foreign nation to be launching a drone strike in Tunisian waters. But by all stretch of evidence that we can see, including the footage that you're showing right now on camera, it would appear to be a drone strike.
He's been talking
And it is very
to him
consistent with the drone strike that took place in Malta 5 months ago on the flotilla vessels.
Okay, so Tunisia is saying that it's not.
Yeah, drink
what
water.
sort of evidence are you saying to the contrary? And from anyone in official authority on this, they're saying no, but you're saying alternately that it was.
Saying that the people that were on the vessel saw the drone. It came down just 3 meters above the ship. It moved to the front of the ship before deploying an explosive. Again, it has also been verified by multiple CCTV cameras that were all pointing in at the vessel at the same time, such as some of the footage that you're showing on screen now.
Okay, so look, we don't know where it's come from, but even if it was, will you continue your journey now, or is that it?
Flotilla mission is continuing. It's only provided more momentum. More people are trying to get to Gaza as quickly as possible to create a humanitarian corridor. As you know, the population are being deliberately starved by Israel. The siege has gone on for over 2 years now.
Okay. All right. We'll leave Yusuf there, unfortunately. That's a bad line there, and he's got a bad voice as well. Sarah.
He has a horrible voice. Like that was really raspy and really bad. He's been talking all day today, and he should get his ass to bed, maybe drink some tea with some lemon, and call it a night, man. Because these people, they love attention, so they're gonna go to all the media, and they don't care if they lose their voice. They don't care. They're gonna like until they can't no more. So. But that's a sign. They don't want you to go over there. Like next step, they're gonna end up killing these people, and they're gonna be like, "Look, that's it." You know, Mother Teresa moment is over. Like you're not the world's savior. You're not the voice of the people. You're just in it for yourself, Greta. Greta needs a better hairstylist. Whoever cut that girl's head. Oh my God, that was horrible. And the fact that people were like, "Oh, you look so beautiful. Oh my God." Like, ugh. All right. It's making me so sick that I need to change my background again. I got to bring back our guest, Steve. We brought back Steve. This is Steve right here. And it's going to tie into the next story we're going to be watching. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and check this out together. Coming from Jason A.
On October 30th of 2024, this video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb or this object off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. You cannot see that drone.
Are you aware of anything in the government, United States government arsenal that can split a Hellfire missile like this?
No.
And do whatever blob thing it did and then keep going? Nothing?
Nothing.
All right. How about you, Chief Wiggins?
Nothing to my knowledge, ma'am.
Okay. And how about you, Mr. Borland?
I prefer to answer that in a skiff.
I have heard about events like this. I have heard about this event. Jeremy Corbell and I talked about it in one of our episodes a while back. We did not have the video, though. There are servers where there's a whole bank of these kind of videos that Congress has not been allowed to see, that the public hasn't been allowed to see. Occasionally, some of that stuff gets out in the wild and it comes our way. It should be going to you. The public should be seeing this stuff. And why you're not allowed to, I don't know. But that's a Hellfire missile.
They don't want you to
smacking into that UFO and just bounced right off. And it kept going.
It kept going, and it looks like the debris was taken with it.
We were never from this planet. We were
what's your
put here.
take on Anunnaki?
We were put in this planet.
In our history, there seems to be a few very, very strong cases for evidence of tampering with our biological progression. And the story about the Anunnaki, that was Zachariah Sitchin went back and he translated the Sumerian texts, which were the earliest known form of writing in this iteration of civilization. And according to him, it tells a story about a whole alien species that came down here, genetically re-engineered the existing primates and made us to basically work for them and do work on the planet. And then at some point, they left and left us to our own devices, so to speak. That's a hotly debated subject, whether it's true or not. The evidence is pretty strong that something like that could have happened, whether it's that specific thing or not. People are still arguing that point.
I'd like to ask the committee to replay that video that Burleson had played earlier. I want to ask every witness here, specifically ones that have sensor training or have been able to recognize some of this movements real quick. So if you guys can please roll that real quick. Okay, while this is still rolling, Mr. Nusatelli, real quick yes or no answers. Are you aware of anything in the government, United States government arsenal that can split a Hellfire missile like this?
No.
And
that's wild.
do whatever blob thing it did and then keep going? Nothing?
Nothing.
All right, how about you, Chief Wiggins?
Nothing to my knowledge, ma'am.
Okay, and how about you, Mr. Borland?
I prefer to answer that in a skiff.
Okay, does this video scare you guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wiggins?
Yes. I'm concerned.
Nat?
I had a different reaction. I was really happy that it got out. Thanks for providing that.
Curiosity killed the cat. All right, Mr. Borland?
Yes, for
Okay. All right, that is the end of my questioning.
Look, I'm not jumped to the conclusion that I believe that there are, aliens coming from another planet. But I'm open to that. And I think that it's our responsibility, especially when we're seeing that we have a government that is actively blocking information from us. Just last night, I tried to get an amendment onto the National Defense Authorization Act that fit in the germaneness of that bill to have UAP disclosure. And conveniently, it was named non-germane, mostly deemed by staff, not even an elected official. This is the kind of stuff that we repeatedly see. Last year, we were blocked by someone in House administration from being able to receive a full briefing from Arrow. So not an elected official, but someone in staff blocked us. And I've had it. Enough is enough. I want to cue up a video that I've been given. And as before it starts, I'm going to describe, this was taken October 30th of 2024. This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb, or this object, off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. You cannot see that drone. And so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
Congress is obviously holding this really high-profile hearing, and it's called Restoring Public Trust Through UAP Transparency and Whistleblower Protection. Do you think they kind of want to raise the veil on this? You mentioned, they have some of these mechanics, I guess, in their possession. Do you think they want to raise the veil and reveal this to the public?
There are some people in Washington, D.C., and I've been in Washington, D.C. working with a lot of these people. MUFON was instrumental in some of the things that you see bubbling up to the surface. So I personally know a lot of the people that are leading the UAP, the UAP exposure through the congressional and political process, the congressmen and the senators. But yeah, they really care, but they're also up against the fact that we do have national security. We do have highly classified stuff. You can get guys that have worked on these programs to come in, but they can't talk to a congressman about what they know because the congressman probably doesn't have the clearance. So we're dealing with this whole political dance right now that we're seeing unfold in Washington. But the bottom line is there are people in DC that are very dedicated towards bringing as much of this knowledge as possible to the public.
Okay, so that leads to my next question. That is the significance of today's hearing in particular. Will you kind of put this in context with recent history? Because I know a lot of these phenomenon have been getting buzz. We all saw that footage from those, I think they were Navy pilots where they saw those, those lights
buzzing around.
Sure. It really raised a lot of eyebrows.
So, Mr. Knapp, have you heard about, events like this occurring? And what information might you have?
I have heard about events like this. I have heard about this event. Jeremy Corbell and I talked about it in one of our episodes a while back. We did not have the video, though. There are servers where there's a whole bank of these kind of videos that Congress has not been allowed to see, that the public hasn't been allowed to see. Occasionally, some of that stuff gets out in the wild and it comes our way. It should be going to you. You know, the public should be seeing this stuff.
They know the truth.
And why you're not allowed to, I don't know. But that's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO and just bounced right off. And it kept going.
It kept going, and it looks like the debris was taken with it.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
Why do you think it is that the government wouldn't want to talk about this? Is this, in fear of the public response to this? Why keep it under wraps?
Because we can't handle the truth.
There's several reasons for this, and first and foremost is that we believe and have a good case for the fact that this is a deception that goes back into the 30s and even really all the way back through recorded history. But in the modern day, a lot of people have done a lot of things that they do not want to be accountable for. Keeping some of this technology, some of these secrets from humanity can border on criminal. And with some of these corporations that are holding this stuff, there's all kinds of legal issues that pop up. And the other is, national security. We don't want to tip our hand to what we may have or what we may have created from having possession of some of this technology. And then, the other thing is, how much is it going to disrupt society? If it's, hey, there's extraterrestrials, they're around us, they're not a threat, well, life goes on pretty much as normal. But if there's something dark and mysterious behind this, or there is a threat, that's not something they want to just parade out in front of people. It's they've got to be very, very careful how they spill this knowledge. And what we're seeing now since 2017 is that this knowledge is coming forth. It's not coming forth as fast as we want it, and it's not coming forth in the full disclosure that we all want to see, but we are getting information.
For too long, the issue of unidentified anomalous phenomena, commonly known as UAPs, has been shrouded in secrecy, stigma, and in some cases, outright dismissal. Today, I want to state clearly that this is not science fiction or creating speculation. This is about national security, government accountability, and the American people's right to the truth. I've spoken now to a number of whistleblowers from the military, to include the infamous Eglin Air Force Base incident that occurred when myself and former Representative Matt Gaetz, as well as Representative Burchett, followed up on a lead from multiple active duty Air Force pilot whistleblowers that alleged that the United States Air Force was covering up UAP activity at Eglin Air Force Base. We have heard from a number of whistleblowers, specifically military pilots, that the reason for not coming forward publicly is out of fear that speaking out would cost them their flight status and potentially their careers.
No, their life.
This is unacceptable.
Not their career.
We cannot protect our airspaces if our best trained observers are silenced. We cannot advance science if we refuse to ask questions. And we cannot maintain trust in government if we keep the American people in the dark. Now, Congress has tried to fix this problem. Congress tried to create formal channels through the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, also known as AARO, and the Intelligence Community Inspector General for service members and officials to make disclosures. But the reality, the reports come in are often to brush aside, slow-walked, or met with skepticism rather than serious investigation. Additionally, oversight reporting to Congress is classified and only provided to the authorizing and appropriations committees of jurisdiction. The American people are not fragile. They do not need to be shielded like children from reality. What they cannot tolerate and what they will not forgive is a government that withholds the truth and punishes those who dare to speak up. I want to close with this. Future generations will look back at this moment and ask what we did when presented with the unknown. Did we look away, embarrassed or afraid, or did we pursue the truth with courage?
That's wild. I mean, to even bring that up as a question, Jason A is awesome with his videos. We're going to watch another one. He just uploaded, and it's literally he just uploaded right now. So I'm going to get it ready so we can watch. But I like I said before, I believe we are the aliens. We were put here. We weren't we didn't come and pop out of nowhere like we grew from the ground and became this sloth and then became like humans. And I don't know. I don't believe in that story. I believe humanity was dropped off here by that beautiful spaceship above me right here. And there's paintings, historic paintings, where these objects are in the paintings. And a lot of ancient history has a lot of UFOs in it. So how big of a role UFOs plays with humanity? I think they fucked around with humanity and brought us here and slept with and did a lot of experiments on people. And you remember those back in the days where they would tell you, oh, they'll kidnap you and they'll probe you, they'll put this thing up your ass, and yeah. Anyhow, let's go ahead and watch the. Let me change this background because we're done with the aliens for now. I hope. Steve, it was nice having you, dude. Take care, buddy. I'll see you around. Let's come back over here and let's go to. Okay, I got it all set up now. Let's watch some Jason A.
Now to one of the most shocking stories of the year. This horrific murder was caught on camera. The brutality, the depravity of it is beyond anything I can adequately describe.
A lunatic just got
I'm going to talk to Tyson about this.
Tape, not really watchable
on
because
Thursday.
It's so horrible, but just viciously stabbed. She's just sitting there. So they're evil people. We have to be able to handle that. If we don't handle that, we don't have a country.
Watching the lead up to this senseless crime is chilling. Here you'll see a young woman, a Ukrainian woman, her name's Irina, and she boards a train in North Carolina. She's on her phone, has AirPods in, is minding her own business, and there is no interaction with her murderer, who slowly pulls out a knife and then launches a vicious attack, leaving her bleeding to death as he walks away. Josh, the lack of media coverage of this incident, the fact that this murderer was released over and over again after violent incidents, the whole thing is just so sickening.
And as you can imagine, that release of the videos left many in our area shocked, while others say safety has long been a concern on public transit.
Obviously, you get your few people here and there that may cause some type of concern. Like yesterday, I did get followed actually on the train, but
wow,
I think that's unfortunately, that's normal for women.
Now, there was an incident at a ball game in Miami, an incident that quickly went viral around the world.
The little boy.
And there's a lot of feeling about what happened here. You got a dad retrieving a home run ball. He proudly gives it to his son, and then he gets berated by a woman who felt the ball belonged to her because it landed closer to her. Have a look at this interaction.
He didn't grab the ball. He grabbed the ball. It's whoever grabbed the ball first. Damn.
And yep, he gave the ball back. Let's have a look at a different angle and see what was actually said during that interaction.
That's like you need to grab the ball with your hand.
Josh, what are your feelings about that entire catastrophe? The woman was awful. That's a given. But should the dad have given that ball back?
No.
He bowed to a bully in front of his son. To me, that was also terrible.
No, it's inexcusable. It's absolutely
Go
inexcusable.
kick rocks, bitch.
You're trying to set an example for your son. Look, Rita, we have a 9-month-old baby girl here. These thoughts and feelings of trying to be a role model for your child are kind of fairly new in my young adult life. What I can tell you is that myself, when I was younger, my family growing up in New York State, we had partial season tickets to the old Yankee Stadium, the New York Yankees there. And I remember actually when foul balls would come close to our family seats, You know, my
That's
father,
the
really
bill right
trying to kind
there.
of get in there and try to fight for the ball to give to my brother and I as a souvenir. It's very much kind of an American rite of passage. You know, this notion of trying to catch a foul ball, you give it to the kid's grinning ear to ear, raise it up, gets on TV. It's kind of like a culturally viral moment here. So for this father to at first succeed and to get the ball, and then just bow down to this reprehensible, presumably kind of just, radically far left woke bully. I mean, just awful.
You know, when it comes to these random, unprovoked attacks, especially on a public transit system, there's not much that can be done.
What's going on with
Well,
humanity?
they are fairly common, these attacks on these trains and subways, mass transit.
Police identified 35-year-old DeCarlos Brown as that suspect. He has a lengthy criminal history. Are we shocked? Including 14 arrests on charges like armed robbery, assault, and making threats. The city's Democratic mayor is facing backlash for thanking media partners. We're supposed to act independently. Well, they're not journalists, whoever those partners are. And then she thanks community members who have, quote unquote, chosen not to repost or share the footage out of respect for Irina's family. Cheryl, this is more than heartbreaking. It's disgusting. And we want more of that footage. We don't own it. But as you can tell, I've watched it all. It's about 8 minutes long. And what's in that video, we do need to see. We do need to know.
I've watched the full video as well. It is disturbing. And that suspect arrested 14 times, horrific. But there's more to this story that keeps happening. First off, the mayor saying that we need more police. You don't need more police. You need to keep a person in jail that was arrested 14 times. Why was this person free? Number one, that's a failure, I think, on the mayor herself. The other thing, too, is I found GoFundMes were actually created for the suspect, to raise money for him. And then get this on a couple of the pages. They've been pulled down, thank God. One of the fundraisers. While what happened was a tragedy, we mustn't lose sight of the fact that DeCarlos Brown Jr. was failed categorically by the judicial system and the mental health services. He's not entirely to blame. Another said, let's fight against the racism and bias against our people in the fundraiser for this suspect. It just shows the worst of humanity, this whole story, and the disregard for her family.
Jeremy, that is so patently offensive. Our people? You mean fellow killers? I mean, are they invoking race into this whole thing? Yeah. He got up, took something out of his pocket, and killed somebody on camera. Probably didn't realize it was all caught on camera.
Yeah, I mean, it is so.
How are they going to play the race card?
I hate to say it, but I mean, the video speaks for itself. This is a black person who is murdering a blonde woman here, and that is not the kind of story here in American media that the media is typically going to cover very quickly. I'm sorry to just be so blunt and to say it like it is, but that is just the tragic reality. I guarantee you that if the roles were reversed here, and if this was a white person who was stabbing a young black girl to death there, the media would be all over it. They would literally never let this story go. I mean, this is kind of just the DEI ideology at work. I mean, this is kind of just the neo-Marxism of oppressed levels, of people who are oppressed, people who are oppressors there. And if you take that logic to its logical conclusion, then you will actually find people who are ultimately trying to make justifications for violence. I don't spend a whole lot of time on Blue Sky, which is kind of where a lot of left-wing people went after Elon Musk bought Twitter/X. But I spent a little time on Blue Sky because I actually do value trying to understand where my political opponents are coming from there. There is an astonishing amount of violent rhetoric and outright explicit calls for political violence on Blue Sky. And generally speaking, the left is in a very, very, very dark place in this country there. Again, it makes me frankly very nervous in many ways. I am not happy to report these news there. But I think that is kind of something going on here when it comes to the lack of media coverage as well. I think a lot of it is just the racist, the DEI ideology at work there. But there's this kind of bloodlust for violence in certain very extreme corners. And if we know anything about left-wing media in the United States, and I assume Australia and various other first world countries as well, we know that the left-wing media, frankly, is disproportionately filled with these far-left people that are exposed to all sorts of violent rhetoric there. So it's a horrific, horrible story there. But tragically, Rita, I'm not exactly surprised at the lack of media coverage.
And the suppression on this, not just the video, Kennedy, drove the suppression on the story itself because it didn't go viral and not as many people knew that it had happened. And that's why we are this far beyond on August 22nd and just now talking about this.
Yeah, and it's one of those videos that is so shocking. It's galvanizing to people because they want to feel safe in their cities. It's also tragic for this young woman who fled Ukraine for a better life, got to the United States, and probably felt like I'm safe. I'm somewhere where I feel I am protected and can thrive and flourish. And how many of those people who have seen the video but have withheld the stories and decided in editorial meetings not to broadcast
Great
it,
question.
possibly for political reasons? To Jeremy's point, how many of those people have Ukrainian flags on their social media pages? And it's like, why not celebrate this woman's life and also ask, how can this happen here?
Local Charlotte reporter posts this. The Charlotte City Council took a cake break before they began discussing that fatal stabbing. What in the actual is happening right now?
I don't know. I'm telling you, Jason A., thank you for another upload there. But holy shit, what is going on? Like, I'm telling you, we're attracting something from beyond that's going to be coming this way. And like I said, it's like we humans don't deserve to be here. We just really untamed. Every day it's always something. Someone's get killed some kind of way. Like the way that guy killed, because it was a fold up knife, and I think he didn't click it on properly. So when he went to stab her, it cut him. Like the knife closed, and it cut him. So but he got her a few times, and enough times to put her down and not here with us anymore. And that's disturbing, and this actually is not good for Carmelo Anthony. Remember Carmelo Anthony, with the track meet, that he killed this kid. Like, this is gonna also not gonna be good. I think this is gonna be a domino effect where now the black people are gonna be like, oh look, now you're putting our people in jail and you're killing our people and so forth, and they're trying to spark up the Civil War. You know what I mean? They've been trying to do that for the longest. The Democrats, the party is not how they used to be. That party has been infiltrated. That party is not for the people. That party is not like a good party to be in right now. I'm surprised there's people still are registered Democrats. I don't understand that. Like, how can you stand behind a party that is not for the people and don't protect the people? It's like, oh man, come on, Asteroid. I know you're back there somewhere. You guys are coming this way. There's plenty of asteroids coming this way, and it's gonna be scary times. And hopefully, it'll jot everybody. Like, everybody will fall to their knees at the same time and pray, because the power of prayer is pretty strong. And it's going to take something really big for all of us to get together as one and, suffer the consequences, because in reality, we don't deserve to be here. It's disturbing. But with that said, we're done with the damn news. Now let's get into the paranormal world. That's my favorite. So with that said, I got 3 of them lined up for us to watch. So let's see, which one should I start with first? Let's start with where I was born. Let's go to South Florida. I was born in Miami, Florida. So let's go ahead and watch this one first, and let's enjoy the show. If you like the paranormal, you're going to enjoy this. Just give me 1 second to set it up. Here we go.
How you feeling? Good. I mean, I've been interested in this for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, When we went out to film this investigation, we really didn't intend on this making it to the channel. We thought we were going to do this investigation for the patrons, because on the Patreon page, tons of people have been emailing and requesting us to do an investigation on the Devil's Tree.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Beware of gators. Big alligators. It says, I mean, you wouldn't imagine with this. Show them the crap. Well, here, let me give them a little spin around. So we're right next to a canal. And the reason that we're out here, honestly, is just to investigate some rumors that we've heard about this tree called the Devil's Tree. Just to document it, just to see what's going on with it.
We could see the weather forming, and we were like, it's Florida. It rains for like an hour every single day. Maybe it's fine. But as we got closer, it just got more and more severe. The thunderstorm started.
This haunted tree where all these horrible things happen to these women. It's fucking pouring rain though right now. Like in pouring rain.
So we decided to travel light. We didn't really bring like the S1H and all the heavy light equipment and microphones. We figured, you know what? This is just going to kind of be like a run and gun. We brought a few tests with us in the backpack, some cell phone cameras rolling, and that was it.
We wanted to come out here while it was still a little bit of daylight left, just so we could find where the actual tree is. So it's about 6 p.m. right now, and the heavens just decided to open up. So
that's why I left Florida.
You got your
the damn rain every day.
All right, cool. Been out here for like 15 minutes, but I'm literally covered in water. Yeah. Accumulation.
That's the reason why I left Florida. Every day it will fucking rain and thunderstorm.
I think there's got to be an entrance that's bigger than that. The article that we read said there's like a big cut, but
it's like a change in the ground.
if we don't find the tree by like complete nightfall, we might have to come back. Hey, you awake in there? Little turtle, either dead or sleeping in his hole.
No, he's sleeping.
I think this might.
He's chilling.
Turtles
Oh, yeah,
come
hey,
out.
might
They
be
don't
the
sleep in
thing
their
here.
holes when it's raining because they feel like
Maybe.
they're gonna drown.
All right. Well, before we go crawling under all these sticks, let's just check to see if there's another way in.
Yeah.
And that shit right there, all that grass pushed down, is 100% a fat gator trail. Gators must use this area coming in and out.
He just feels the grass that he slides upon.
Oh, if it lies there, that's a fat fucking gator.
That's a big gator.
How is it that the universe knows every time that we're doing something outdoors or filming just to fucking piss all over us?
Yeah. Maybe.
I think that might be it.
I mean, we should try it out. I mean, it's on this path. People have been down it.
Yeah. Can you want to grab this guy for a sec?
Sure.
I just wanted to get in front with the flashlight so I can see where we're going. Just go ahead and walk.
It is really quite tropical effect here.
It's coming down now.
Jesus. Oh yeah, it's fucking dark back here. That's for sure.
You know what? Let me make it bigger. Let me make it bigger because
We knew that we had to get there before it was too dark because we wanted to be able to find the actual Devil's Tree.
Even with like a little break in the canopy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the movie Congo right now. You ever see that movie?
I feel like I'm in the movie Tropic Thunder.
Watch the plant so I'm gonna get this. We should do more vlogs.
I mean, I like not being fucking on edge the whole fucking time.
Yeah, and I'm sure you don't mind not having the fucking 10-pound camera equipment on your shoulder the whole time either.
Yeah, that's nice too. What is this?
Right?
So berry?
Yeah. You wanna try it? Oh well. Those are edible. I don't believe it. Yeah, those are cherry quads. I don't think so. They're definitely not. Sounds like bullshit to me. I mean, fuck. Even if nothing happens at the tree, this is a cool experience. Oh, I know. You know. Like, how many times you get to tell people, yeah, I went like hiking.
I'm not looking forward to particularly this rumor, really.
Yeah.
A lot of alligators,
Proof or something. I'm just
snakes,
enjoy the ride.
poisonous spiders,
We've heard about it from fucking. You guys should
the Florida panther.
Yeah. Plus, it's kind of a relief. Like, usually
Got
we're
bears
in the middle
there
of fucking
too.
nowhere. To be on a nature trail.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice.
A lot of crazy shit in Florida.
There was one point that we were just walking along the trails and the paths, and we heard this really loud, like, shriek.
The only thing that makes it not rural is the canal, because the canal opens up, it's not complete trees.
Sounds like a bird.
That was weird.
Yeah. To me, it sounded like a large bird of some sort. The only
Yeah,
thing
that's
that
what I
made
thought
that
too.
type of noise, but we're talking like this was loud. The only thing that makes it not rural is the canal, because the canal opens up, it's not complete trees.
Interesting.
That was weird.
Yeah. I mean, if it was a bird, it's a bird. A giant bird.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Would have been a cool place to get some fucking photos.
Can we get your bald spot?
No, it would have been cool to fucking get the photos.
Right here?
Like, you know.
Wait. Give him your best pose.
Your best pose. Without my dipping?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What does the light look like, though?
Looks tight. Is that your gangster look?
No, it's fine. Normal look.
Hey, wait, let me give you the slow pan by. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
Interesting.
It's going to make an amazing film one day.
Yeah, sweet.
He was one of Florida's first serial killers ever. And that's why the Devil's Tree is called the Devil's Tree. And also, apparently there's people in like cults.
It was weird. It was kind of like that noise again.
Yeah.
But it was way, like, not as bassy.
It was like high pitched that time. Anyways, yeah, this was one of the first serial killers, South Florida, early 1900s, I believe. And people still worship the tree, like shit there. So we've had hundreds of emails, people telling us, check out the tree. If you're in Florida, you should go to the Devil's Tree. That's why we're here.
Could have been better if it was not raining, but that's going to bring more energy to the tree. I think
that's got to be it.
I think that's the tree right there.
Once we found the actual tree, it was gigantic. I mean, we knew that this was the one, like, as soon as we turned the corner, because it was literally the biggest tree in the woods.
This has to be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
it's
the
in the
Devil's Tree.
pictures. What? What is it?
We got closer to the tree, and it looked like somebody had attached, like, a little bit of women's hair on the side of the tree.
Oh, shit.
I mean, even if someone just did that, like, fucking around, it's just weird.
It's like
hair.
I know.
Well,
It's
they
like
say
Native American.
they say that people do rituals and shit out here, man.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason they wanted us to come check it.
Wow.
Knowing that people still go here to practice rituals, that was a little bit weird to stumble across. We started doing the yes no prism. It was raining out. It was really starting to come down. And nonetheless, the prism works just the same. If energy comes to the left side, it'll light up green. Right side, it'll light up red.
All right, this is your chance. This nice blue little pulsing light right here will give you an opportunity to answer our questions, yes or no. The left side over here is green. The right side over there is red. If you come close to us, you'll light up one of those sides.
Yes.
You're already doing great.
Thank you for coming near us. Once the green light goes out, I'll begin to ask you a series of questions. And you can do exactly what you just did to answer them. And if it's no, go to the other side. Whoever just lit that up green, are you the spirit of someone that was killed here?
No.
No, instantly. Wow. Okay.
Who could you possibly be? And why are spirits always hanging around other spirits' death locations?
I don't know. Let's see. Are you of a demonic nature? If you're not the spirit of someone who was killed here, is there a reason that you're here?
Are you attached to these grounds before the events that happened? Have you been here longer than these stories?
Sounds the bugs are getting louder.
That's a good question. Oh, you know what I just thought of? The cop that was the serial killer that took all the women out here, he got killed in jail.
Oh.
Are you the person that was killing and harming all these women and bringing them here? Is this
You hear
your
the
favorite
bugs,
place
how
to
loud
hang
it
out
gets?
now in the afterlife? That'd be fucking creepy, the little green dude.
Are you bound here because of the terrible events that happened and the terrible things you did here? No.
It's not bound here.
No.
That's wild. That's crazy. Let me get tight on that. Are you here because you enjoy being here?
Yes.
You see that?
Whoa.
And no.
I saw
just got
something.
another no, too.
I saw something move like in the fucking in the bushes over there too. Huh. So it said yes when I said, do you like being here?
Some of these answers were just bone chilling.
Are you the cop? Are you the sheriff that was harming all these young women out here? Whoa, come on, bro. All right, it's getting creepy now.
So, what are we doing? Are we communicating with this guy now? Or?
Yeah, I guess we're communicating with him now. Did you enjoy doing what you did to all these women? Was it fun to you?
Yes.
Wow, bro. This is getting fucking weird.
Yeah. The bugs, it seems like the bugs are answering at the same time.
Do you regret any of the terrible fucking things you did?
You see how it goes
The
low
horrible things you did. Is there
when
one
it's like
single shred of
turning
regret
blue?
you have for
See
any
how
of
low
your
it gets?
victims or any of their families?
Silence.
And the bugs are lower.
Will you ever leave this location under any circumstances? Yes?
Yes. What are the
Wow.
circumstances? How do we get through that?
I don't know. Maybe attached to someone?
There you go. They're getting loud again.
Yeah.
All right, I got a good question. I got one.
Sure.
Yeah.
You see, when it goes to the blue,
Are you
they
able
low.
to attach your energy to a human being if given the opportunity? Is it possible for you to attach
There goes the
to
bugs.
a person?
Getting loud again.
Silence. What'd you have?
Yeah, it's not
Are you
answering.
attached to any of the remains of your victims, and are some of them still present?
Oh, so
Oh.
there might be some stuff out here.
Yes.
He's still attached to some of the victims.
Maybe like a relic, like a necklace or like a bracelet or a piece of clothing or bones.
Oh, I said yes when you said piece of clothing. Maybe there's like
Or
an
maybe
article.
some fucking hair.
Yeah.
This is one of those sessions where the yes no prism was probably the most important tool we could have possibly had in our bag with us. This was direct responses to our questions. There wasn't some, long periods of time between questions where we weren't getting answered, and we were getting direct responses, obviously not the same one over and over again as well. So like for us, this is piquing our interest.
Are you happy that people come out here and pretty much worship the ground that you would kill and hurt all these poor innocent women on? No. So he doesn't like that. Would you rather be left in peace?
The book get louder.
Light it up green if you want to be left alone. Wow,
Whoa.
instantly.
Wow.
Instantly, bro.
Wants to be left alone.
Okay.
What if you don't have a choice?
Yes. Oh.
Oh, you do?
Oh. Oh, it just went
He doesn't like
nuts.
provocation.
No. He just blinked
He's
it.
still blinking it.
Will you communicate with us if we use the Ouija board here? I'm sure you know what those are. It's a little planchette, some letters. You could use our energy to spell something out. Would you use our energy to transfer a message if you had the opportunity?
Yes.
Wow.
There's your answer.
Run it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Let's give it a shot.
No. Me all together. Yes. Ooh. Woman, yes. Wow. Yes. And yes, multiple times. Holy shit. No. Yes, multiple times, yes. Holy shit. Word, yes. The board. Oh Lord, here we go.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
You said that if we used the Ouija board, you would give us some kind of communication. Can you give us a sign? What is that? Really?
Dude.
It's not all the time that we feel the planchette move on the Ouija board. That's one thing that you guys have got to understand. We have probably hit, I don't know, what would you say, 30, 40, maybe 40 locations already this season. And maybe 5 of them made it to the channel, but none of them had movement on the actual board until this location.
Oh, it's going to yes?
Dude, you can see I'm not even barely touching it.
Sam, like my fingers aren't even in the position to go there. Wow. Yes.
This is fucking hot.
I'm surprised because I wasn't really expecting anything like that. How many women did you actually kill here?
Dude.
Where's it going?
Dude.
Bro.
What the fuck?
It stopped on 3.
Bro.
What the fuck?
Bro, I am literally barely touching this thing.
Sam, where's it going? 0? 30? 30
I have
even?
never touched.
It's still moving. 30
I
even?
still have my fingers on it.
I know,
Wow.
it's like I'm having to intertwine my
I don't know
fingers
what
around.
it said or where it was at. I'm blown
I
away
think it
right
went to 30. R?
now. Dude, I'm literally like.
Yeah, I'm creeped out. What is that over there? What's that end one? H? Is that H?
Who's you?
R U? D? Rude? R-U-D-E? That's rude.
I've experienced actual movement with my own hands on the planchette and the Ouija board. one other time with Casey, and this was the most powerful. There was a point where I turned my hands upside down. I was barely touching it.
Are you calling us rude because we're doing this? I'm so weirded out right now.
Like, I'm turning my hands upside down.
Oh yeah, I could do the same thing. I'm so fucking weirded out right now.
It went to 30. It said yes to us. At first, I thought it said RUD because I didn't know that it stopped on the E, and it said rude to us.
What was that? It just gave us a number and called us rude. I think we should go to goodbye. Is there any other message you would like to give us before we go? This is your last opportunity. Wait, no, stop it. It's trying to go off the board. Go back, go to goodbye.
Then it tried to move it off the board towards the tree. And to be honest with you, I don't know what any of that means. That's why I don't fuck with this thing. Like, I don't know what any of it means. I don't know what any of it was was trying to do, or if it was trying to pull us to the tree during a second to send some sort of weird energy or let something. I have no idea.
It was trying to move it off the board, dude. That's not good. I've never had that happen, but that's not good. I'm pretty sure. It was going towards the tree, though.
It felt like it was trying to pull itself off of the board, and we kind of took that as a bad sign. And it had also just spelled out the word rude, as if it was calling us rude. So we decided to say goodbye. We know what can happen if you don't close it out properly, so we wanted to make sure that we closed it out the way that we're supposed to. And it was starting to get really dark. We wanted to find our way out of the woods, so we decided to pack up our stuff and leave. However, we knew that we captured a lot of evidence in the few tests that we did run, but we had no idea what the camera had captured when we were setting up at the tree.
So it's a few days later, and we're on the back end of like 12 locations in like 15 days. And Casey's going through footage, and he's scrubbing through while we're driving. He just happens to he pops his stuff out sometimes. He looks through it, especially if it's on his phone, and like just checks and sees what we got, if there's something we could have missed, like, you know, the order of events that have happened, like little things like that. And the next morning, we go to get bullshit continental breakfast from the stupid hotel, and before I can even like wake up for that, which starts at 6 a.m., he's at my door knocking on it saying, dude, you got to look at this. I need to wake you up. You have to see what this is.
Wow. Uh-oh, we got a warning. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Hold on. If you have a weak stomach or are easily disturbed, we recommend you skip the following clip now. Oh, Lord. What could this be? What could this be that if you have a weak stomach, is it something very, very disturbing? I mean, they didn't notice it until they reviewed the video. So, all right, y'all been warned. I'll give you 30 seconds. Let's take a hit. Let's take a quick a little break here, because sometimes this parts over here can be very overwhelming. I have plenty of times that I've seen videos and I'm like, holy shit, that's crazy, you know. So drink plenty of water, have a smoke, go use the restroom real quick. If you have a cell phone, then you're watching me from the bathroom. That's okay. All right, let's get to it. This is going to be disturbing. Oh, boy. Let's go. There we go.
Go to the other side. Whoever just lit that up green, are you the spirit of...
Both of us. I'm sure he sat with it a lot longer than I did, but
I didn't see it.
I felt like all we did for 1 hour was just rewind, and try to make sense of this 6 to 8 second clip that we captured.
Go to the other side.
What is it?
Whoever just
Oh,
lit that up
something
green,
there.
Are you the spirit of? Whoever just lit that up green.
Yeah.
Are you the spirit of?
It just
I
goes
have
like a
watched
little
this
demon.
footage at least 100 times now. I don't know what it is that was back in the woods.
It looks
I
like
have
a
no
grim,
idea.
like a, I don't know. It's like, it pops out like, huh. Huh. Something definitely comes up. And then it goes away. Wow.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Like, my mind goes towards a lot of weird shit that I know doesn't exist.
It looks like it's an animal of some sort. I don't think it was a person.
I don't know, but
But
it
at the
looks
same time,
too big.
I don't know what kind of animal that could be.
Yeah.
I've watched it in slow motion. I've played it frame by frame trying
See?
to figure this out.
Nah.
And I don't really have an answer for this one. So any of you watching this, if you feel like maybe you could recognize what it is, please feel free to let us know. But Colton and I, we have no idea what the hell we just captured in this scene.
Go to the other
That is wild.
side.
Let me see back here. Right here. Look.
Whoever just lit that up green. Are you the
It goes
spirit
away.
of?
That's wild. Holy smokes. Yeah, it kind of looked like a I don't know. It's like it didn't look like an animal because it looked so big. It's just like a big shadow, and then it showed it's like it looked like eyes, but who knows what the hell that is? And the fact that it made it so present, it's it's unique. The spirit's there. There's a lot of spirits in that tree. It's definitely a lot of rituals are being performed there. Very scary indeed. Let's check out this next video here. And this was a terrifying experience in haunted Mississippi ghost town. So, and this is courtesy. Give me 1 second. I have to set it up. I always got to set it up. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Okay, courtesy of Mind Seed TV. Just gonna watch this next one, and then we got one last one, and then we're wrapping it up for the night. So let's go ahead and watch The Swamp. This is wild.
Flooded different times of the year, and we knew it was very possible that it could be flooded during our trip.
But we had no idea that we would be stopped by water almost a mile away from the actual town of Rodney. So this is really the direction that we got to go right now.
It says it's like a mile and a half that way.
What?
Yeah, I would say just tap the water every like foot or two just ahead of you, because sometimes like these motherfuckers might be like underwater chilling. I know.
The gators.
Oh yeah. It's fucking freaky, bro. But we already walked this far. There's no reason to turn around now. We actually started walking through the water as the sun was setting, and it was one of the it didn't feel good.
Why are they walking in the water?
Watch for snakes.
Locals
Spiders.
have been telling us that there are water moccasins and they are active.
Gators.
Every fucking stick feels like an alligator to me, dude.
Yeah, they gotta walk through the mud, like through the
I'm trying to
forest.
look in the distance for like gators and shit too, man.
As long as it's murky, you can't see an inch under the water.
To get
No, you
through
can't see
town?
anything.
It got a little bit deep at times. It was up to our waists.
Oh, it's getting deeper. I'm almost up to my waist right now.
Oh Lord.
I'm almost up to my waist.
Oh, that sucks.
Every step, you could feel the ground below you soft. Sometimes you'd step on like a log underwater.
It's just, there's stuff underwater. I'm stepping on.
You're trying to give me anxiety before even dealing with the damn spirits. Hurry up.
That definitely looked like an eye. Behind those bushes. Yeah.
The gators, their
And now
eyes,
it's gone.
they
Like, I
light
got
up
a
at night
reflection
when you hit
when
it
I was
with the
looking over that
reflection of
way.
the light.
And then it disappeared, which freaks me the fuck out because it makes me believe now that something went underwater. Doesn't mean it's like a,
Well, then
a
stop,
big one or
like,
anything,
start moving.
but it definitely could be an alligator. All right, well, we can keep moving, but maybe we go like around that way?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, let's go to the left.
Let's go like a different direction?
Let's go this way.
Okay.
When we finally approached land, I can say for sure that I have never before been so happy to see dry land. Yo, I think we got land up here.
Is that dry land? Yeah. Is that dry land? Yeah, it is dry land. Oh,
finally.
Thank God.
That freaked me out way harder than I thought it was gonna.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't thinking it was going to be that bad. Shine your light ahead of us. Let's see. Which direction? This way, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm just happy we're out of that swamp.
After getting on the land, we had to walk through woods for quite a while.
I think
So
it's
we're getting closer, right?
another couple hundred feet. We'll see the buildings.
All right. Oh, it looks like there's a path up here, bro. Is that a path? Can you shine your light up there?
Yeah. Like
Is it? There's definitely buildings here. Oh, there's a street light up there. You see that? Yeah. All right, cool. Look, there's a trail.
Good.
I
Maybe
like
it's an
trails.
alligator.
Yeah. Oh, look. All right, we got a light. I think we're in the town.
All right, they got the town. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked. They had to go through the flood.
Oh, thank God. Now, what's the building that we were looking for? It's like a church with a tree next to it, right?
Speaking to the locals, we knew we had to find the building that had the large dead tree in front of it, and that building did have negative energy attached to it.
Isn't like an old church with a dead tree next to it? That's the one that everybody was saying.
white and green.
Yeah. Back in, what is it, Natchez? Is that what it is at?
Yeah,
Natchez. Everybody said that the building with the dead tree is like the one that everybody talks about as far as like spiritually going on. That's a fucking crazy looking church. Dude, look at the cannonball. Let me see if I could, that's actually, we read online that that's actually a cannonball from like the war.
Yeah.
It's still stuck in the wall of this building.
Yep.
That's insane.
Crazy.
We were looking for one place in particular.
That's got to be the tree.
That's the tree right there.
That's the giant dead tree. And that's the building they're talking about. So this used to be a church too. There's like a ton of churches out here apparently.
There's usually a church and then like a city meeting
Yeah.
place.
All right. Well, we're gonna do this.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's go. Yeah. This place is a fucking dump. The floor's all falling apart. Falling through the floor.
This soon as we stepped into the building, we felt immediately that the floor was extremely.
Maybe we should like putting double weight on these spots because this is pretty rickety. Yeah, there's like string lights. Well, there's not many bulbs. There's like one bulb over there. Like, what the man? What is this place? This was a church? It's nuts. I guess we go upstairs, right? I mean, there's nothing really down here. Hopefully these stairs are intact. Be careful. Yeah. Good. Hello, hello. Is anybody living in here? We're not here to cause any harm. We're just trying to get some stuff on tape. Oh, there's bats up here again. Once we reached the top of the steps, the first thing that I saw was another bat flying around. They're not the scariest thing in the world. However, they are known to carry diseases, and neither one of us is trying to contract anything from a rodent in one of these buildings. Yeah. Maybe we could scare them out. But there's like podiums in here. Oh, God, it came right in front of me.
Oh, bat.
Oh my God, that scared the fuck out of me. Why are there bats everywhere we go now?
I don't know what the deal is with bats lately, but we've been encountering them quite a bit, and this time one of them actually almost hit me in the face.
Yeah, I covered A7. Yeah, I covered it on the show earlier.
Oh, it almost touched you.
I covered it actually this morning too. When it broke, the news broke, I covered it this morning, and then I covered it before I started the paranormal stuff here.
Hold on. Make sure that
Crazy
dangling, bro, like Count Dracula.
You're lucky that she survived that whatever that you want to call that.
Think about this three. Like with these decision makers.
Yeah, these
That's
are
not
weird.
laid out like a
These are
church.
weird, right?
Yeah, that dude in Natchez said that there's.
Are you gonna do a video about it,
Right.
Seven? You can do like a video
All right, I got a
of the bomb coming down on the boat and Greta.
We had already
acting
planned
crazy
on going into this place trying to read some scriptures out of the Bible just to see if it would maybe bring out any activity. This might have been a church before, but when we saw the two podiums facing each other, we thought, you know what? It might be really cool if we tried to do a little prayer battle, good versus evil. What if we read I read like the Bible or you read the Bible, and then one of us reads like some demonic prayer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then see like what gives us activity. Like if we get a reaction from either one, you know what I'm saying?
We'll just do one of us on Oculus, one of us on Spirit Box.
I don't want to read the demonic chant or prayer. Do you? I mean, no, exact. All right, you want to flip a coin?
Yeah.
And then whoever gets the coin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Me and Casey tried something that's a little bit outside the norm. Haven't really seen anybody do it, and we haven't done it ourselves up until this point. We were basically trying to provoke by using good and evil.
Will you help me?
We came a long way for this. We came to see if there is any good or evil entities residing in here. All right, this is your chance to communicate. You ready?
Yep. This is wild.
Oh boy, I'm taking a deep breath for this one. Reading both sides of the prayers facing each other, it felt kind of wrong in a way. It was a feeling like this is something we probably shouldn't be doing. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters.
I knew him. He was the most beautiful of all the seraphim. He shone with intelligence and daring. His heart was big with all the virtues born of pride, frankness, courage, constancy, and trial.
Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light, separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness night.
He dwelt in a palace of diamond and gold, where the air was ever tremulous with the beating of wings and with songs of triumph.
Then God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear." And that is what happened. God called the dry ground land, and the waters seas.
Capable at times of generous resolves, they too often follow their own interests and yield to fear. Then, as now, they showed themselves, for the most part, incapable of lofty thoughts, and in the fear of the Lord they lay their sole virtue.
Then God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night. Let them be signs to mark the seasons, days, and years. Let these lights in the sky shine down on earth." And that is what happened. God made two great lights, the larger one to govern the day and the smaller one to govern the night. Hey, did you hear something? Like downstairs? The larger one to govern the day and the smaller one to govern the night.
We were hearing like a bunch of scratching and a couple of thud noises.
I've been hearing stuff the whole time.
You heard like thump, right?
Yeah, the whole time I've heard two. At least, maybe three.
There's a lot of fucking noise going on. What is that? No, there's like an animal.
Like a fucking crawler?
It sounds like scratching though, right? Like scratching noises on the wall. Don't move for a second.
Fucking roof.
That sounded big. That wasn't like a squirrel or a rat.
Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck it could be.
I have no idea.
We started hearing scratching on the walls on the outside of the building and on top of the roof.
What is that? No, there's like an animal.
Like a fucking crawler?
It sounds like scratching though, right? Like scratching noises on the wall. Don't move for a second.
Like walking.
Fucking roof.
That sounded big. That wasn't like a squirrel or a rat.
Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck it could be.
I have no idea. Raccoon,
Could be a
maybe?
raccoon, yeah.
Right?
Those fuckers can get big.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We started hearing bumps and noises coming from downstairs in the building. Maybe it was an animal or something that was outside scratching from earlier. So we started to head downstairs to check it out.
I don't like this.
Maybe it's a raccoon or something.
Yeah, let's hope. You didn't hear someone walking around down here?
Once we reached the bottom of the steps, we were a little bit cautious because we didn't know what kind of animal or whatever might be actually in the building with us. And as we were moving forward towards the front door, we heard a loud boom upstairs right behind us.
What the fuck was that? That was big. That sounded like some jumped right there, right? You think that's an animal?
That's crazy.
Oh, what the fuck?
Wow.
What the fuck, bro? Did you feel that?
I had like heat in my chest, like dead center of my chest, dude.
When we got to the bottom of the stairs when we were leaving the building, we heard a thud and then what sounded like footsteps. And when the footsteps came towards us, I felt an increase of heat right in my chest.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh my God. What the bro? Did you feel that?
I had like heat in my chest, like dead center of my chest, dude.
It sounded like someone came charging down the stairs at us. The footsteps sounded loud, aggressive, and once it reached the bottom of the steps, I felt a breeze blow past me, and Tanner said he felt heat inside of his chest.
Holy
Wow, that house is certainly.
I actually want to get a little bit away from this house right now. Yeah. You want to go for a walk for a minute? If I can get a breath.
We had to kind of talk each other down a little bit off the ledge.
So even after experiencing that type of like extreme activity,
Our hearts were going 100 miles per hour, both freaked out.
we knew we had to stay. We knew we had to investigate the other 2 locations we came for, or else we'd regret it.
There's 2 other locations that we wanted to hit in this ghost town we heard about. It was either we hit these other spots or we go back into the cold swamp right now. After talking about it, we decided we were going to hit the other spots.
Just for the sake of efficiency and to save us a little bit of time, me and Casey actually decided to split up. And basically we did that purely just to save time so we could get the fuck out of there.
I mean, obviously, I don't want to do it, but I feel like it just makes sense for me to be in the graveyard and you in the church.
Well, if I was you, I'd probably take your piece. It's in your bag, right?
Yeah, I got
You
it.
should probably put that in your pocket, man. You don't want to be fumbling around out here in the dark if something's out here with you.
I'm just gonna go up real quick, shut up.
Okay.
Spirit box.
Yeah.
Try to talk to whoever was talking to us. Like,
You got your walkie on you, right?
yeah.
Let's hurry this.
Yeah, and we'll meet in front of the 2-story.
Yeah, let's hurry this up.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Good luck.
Good luck, bro.
Since I was the one reading the satanic prayer, Casey was the one reading verses from the Bible, it only made sense for me to go to the cemetery and for Casey to go to the church.
Hey, if anything happens,
Hit me on my walkie-talkie.
Oh, no, trust me. I
Yeah,
will.
anything. I'm talking about like any kind of crazy activity. If there's an animal, just hit me up. And I'll
I got
go
you.
your way.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
That's wild.
Even though I really didn't want to go by myself at that point in time, I knew that it was the most time efficient decision. We wanted to get out of there. We wanted to hurry up and get this location done. Tanner decided to go to the cemetery. I went to the abandoned church.
That's creepy. But at least there's light. There's power in that area. So this is it looks like a couple of hurricanes took
this place is just so crazy out here right now.
Took advantage of this area.
As I was ascending to the cemetery, I just started to feel very anxious, extreme feeling of loneliness and like just fear.
Fucking hate this.
In here, breaking constantly.
As I approached this church, I realized how f***ed up it looked. This place looked insane.
There it is.
Wow, look at the church.
Oh,
I think I'm getting close.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, those are just some headstones right there.
When I first saw just how large the cemetery was, it blew my mind. You may not have been able to see on camera just how vast this place was because my flashlight wasn't reaching out that far, but I could see it.
Looks like there used to be stairs or something.
Oh wow, look at this cemetery.
Headstones right here. Yeah, found it.
It looks like the Beetlejuice little church. Gives me like reminiscence of Beetlejuice.
All right, this is
The
it.
last one. Or the latest one.
Let's check this out a little bit more. Find a place to set up.
Wow.
Like these 3 pillars would be a good
lot
place.
of bodies there. I wonder why is that being taken care of? And knowing that there's bodies there, wouldn't like the state would take care of it, or maybe the city or state? You know, like that's how you treat the dead. You just abandon them.
This tiny headstone.
That's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean?
Super small. Just says Jeb. Jeb.
Jeb.
I'm gonna set up right here with these 3. And these 2 small ones right here in the center.
There was rotten wood all over the place. I mean, this was a really, really old building.
Probably has a lot of mold. I tell you, it looks like a hurricane.
Anybody here?
Hurricane went through there, and
If there's any kind of presence, can you talk to me?
pretty big. I mean, for a little small church, it's pretty big. Oh, the camera's dying. Oh, he's... I wouldn't go up those steps.
Hey, I'm in the church now, and I'm about to go up some stairs. It looks pretty rickety.
Oh Lord! You actually trust that wood? Yo, he's brave. I wouldn't climb that shit for nothing.
Hello.
Not because I have a bad neck. I ain't climbing those fucking stairs. Fuck that. I'll go to the cemetery too.
Looks like a casket.
Oh.
When I got there, I saw a tomb. It was like an above ground tomb that was actually cracked open. So obviously I had to go check that out.
Oh boy. You know, there's a lot of grave robbers. They go and they steal the dead bones for rituals.
If there's anybody in this church with me right now,
Yeah, it does look.
is it the last
very
church
scary.
with us? Can you say something?
I'm not too scared
Give
about
me
the
a sign.
cemetery. I'm more scared about the church.
Tim, animal? What animal?
Sometimes it says a lot of crazy random stuff. Sometimes it says nothing at all.
Yeah, Simon, I'm looking forward to the music videos because I know you can make a really
please
good
communicate with me
video
again?
with the drone. I'm very intrigued by your videos.
Entered matter grace. Entered grace? Why? Because I stepped up on the head altar here. Is that entering grace to you?
Is there any entity here that wants to communicate with me? I heard I do. Did you follow me from the 2-story building with the tree? Sounded like let's go hunting.
Position PM. Abort.
Abort. What?
So I just got position PM abort. And I just got a cold draft come by too. So you don't like the position I'm in and you want me to abort? Is that because it's nighttime? Because it's PM? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Camera.
Yeah. Area camera.
You want me to abort this area and stop using the camera? Is that what you're saying?
Spread the devil.
Oh, Jesus.
Devil.
I'm in this abandoned church, and the Ovilus is telling me spread devil. Chills immediately down my spine.
And stop using the camera? Is that what you're saying?
Spread the devil.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you want to harm me? It sounds like drums.
I'm in the middle of like a forested area on the side of a mountain, and I hear drums.
I wonder if this could be a old burial site for military personnel also.
What the? Am I safe right now? Wire what?
Finish.
Climb, finish, wire, climb, finish.
The Ovilus was saying things that I could actually see in front of me within my vision.
Okay, well, there is a wire on the stairs. Here's the wire right here. Wire. And it goes up the stairs. Climb and finish.
I don't know what it was trying to say with all those words together, but in my mind, I was thinking somebody climbed these stairs, finished themselves, maybe hung from a wire, or maybe it was telling me to climb the stairs and finish myself. I don't know.
Did you hang yourself?
An investigation. I don't think he's trying to tell
What do
you.
you mean by wire, climb, finish?
Like finish the investigation.
Tell me what you meant.
I heard drums in the cemetery, and it wasn't like random banging or anything like that. It was precise. It was like a drum beat.
Over this shit. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Hey, Casey, I'm done up here. I'll meet you at the 2-story.
I was fucking done.
It
I
could
was done with the
be
investigation. I
Indians
got on the radio
too.
with Casey. I told him,
Indians
hey,
used to
it's time
drum
to
a
go.
lot.
Hey, Casey, I'm done up here. I'll meet you at the 2-story. Fucking out here trying to communicate with the spirit box. Can start hearing drums playing. So I'm done. Fucking out of here.
There's definitely someone playing the fucking drums out there. I can hear exactly what you're talking about.
Maybe it's Jumanji. Hey, Chloe. We're having a Jumanji moment. Maybe it's Jumanji. Gotta go find the game.
Oh, fuck, there's people chanting too.
Oh, and people chanting.
Like
This
legit
is native.
The drums that he heard while he was in the cemetery sounded like they were actually getting closer, and it was a terrifying feeling.
That feels like a reason for me to get the fuck out of here. Hey, Tanner, what do you think about getting the fuck out of here, bro?
Oh shit. Yeah. The spirits. Yeah, you can hear it. Sounds like a military drums.
We didn't know what was going on in the middle of those woods. We didn't know if it was a ritual being performed, if it was maybe some kind of voodoo ceremony. I don't know, but Tanner told me he saw a tomb that actually looked like it was opened. Maybe someone stole a body from there. Maybe people practice strange religion out there.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know, but I didn't want to stick around to find out.
When me and Casey came together, we could still hear the drums. Both of our cameras were basically dead. We knew we just had to book it. Basically, we just decided pack our shit up and get the fuck out of there.
We had to walk a mile back through the cold swamp, and even though I was horrified of getting back in that water, it felt better than staying where those drums were at.
We were comforted just because we were walking away from the sound of drums in the middle of the forest.
And the alligators.
So do we think that this town is actually haunted?
I think Rodney is obviously a haunted place.
Not even a doubt in my mind. Hearing someone running down the stairs right in front of us, hearing scratching noises while we were saying prayers upstairs.
The spirit box activity I got, on top of that, the drums,
the Ovilus giving me direct phrases,
the stuff Casey picked up in the church, clear communication through the Ovilus,
things that I could see in front of me.
There's no doubt in my mind that Rodney, Mississippi is a very active, very haunted place.
That is a town that I would be happy if I never had to visit again in my entire life.
That's wild. That is just wild. A town that they will never visit ever again. I mean, they could have done more, I think, and gotten more evidence. 2 people is just not enough. I think if you're gonna go to like these type of investigations like this, you would need like at least 3 to 4 people, not just 2 people, because they're gonna start panicking and worrying, and and they feel outnumbered, so it plays with your feelings too. So I say like minimum like 4 to 5 people, like a group. It could be a boy band. You could be called the Paranormals, and you go out and investigate, and you stick together no matter what, and you support each other no matter what. But like I feel like more eyes, more ears, more devices, better investigations. I believe, it's you can have a group with the Ouija board and another group with like the prism, the yes no, with the green and the red, and you can have another one with with the like a K2 meter, uh, like an EVP. You can go out there with recording devices, digital and tape. That's why it's good to go like as a team, and that way, there's others that could come to your, like, if you are in need. Um, you're stronger. You're like strength by numbers, right? So that's why when I like going investigations is cool to go like with a group, but a very good trustworthy group, and investigate together. And I think the more like, but they have to be like on the same page, and I'm sure there's a lot of investigators out there that are like that. They're kind of like a team, and they go and do these investigations as a team. I would love to join a team, to be honest with you, because I think I could bring a very special gift to investigations. The fact that I feel and read energy, and I pick up like very easily certain things, and um, yeah, I can definitely could volunteer my time to do something like that. That would be so cool. I'd be like, can I post it on YouTube? I want to do it live. Fuck this shit. Like break out the live and go on a paranormal experience and take you guys along, and you'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? This shit looks crazy. Like, yeah. But like I said, those type of things is good to do with a group, and a group that are of professionals, and they know what they're doing. And yeah, and everyone watches their back, everyone takes care of one another, and that kind of helps minimize the fear. All right, so let's go ahead and show the last one of the night, and I'm off to bed because I'm tired. I had a pretty long day today, and I'll be back on tomorrow. If I don't know if I'm gonna be on in the morning. I don't know yet if I'll be on in the morning. Depends how I wake up. That's why I want to try to get off here early so I can get some good sleep tonight. And if I wake up fresh, feeling good, we could have coffee again. I just started drinking coffee randomly. I was like, let me just give it a shot because I've been getting so tired and like feeling very out of it. And I feel like I needed something to get me up and not keep me in the bed. And coffee, wake and bake with a side of coffee, has been working. And so far, I've done it 2 days in a row. Can I make it 3? I'm telling you, I just need a cup of coffee and a joint, and I could definitely do a couple of hours. And I've been doing pretty good, like over like 4 hours shows. It's just sitting on here. Sometimes it hurts me the most. I put some cream during the show, but my neck is still jacked up. It's hurting. So I know it's like I'm running like 2 hours already in the show, and I'm already starting to feel the pains and aches. So let's go ahead and watch this last one. I believe Tyson might put out a video. So we might watch Tyson before we leave for the night. Yeah, I believe so. I hope so, because yesterday it didn't come on for some reason. Let me check something out here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, because YouTube, something's like weird with YouTube. Like it said, like with your subscriptions, right? If you have a certain subscriptions that you have, you should be able to line it up how you want it, and then not have them move it around every single time you open YouTube. It's like it scrambles all over the place, and you can't find like your people that you're subscribed to. It's just ridiculous. Sometimes YouTube, it's like I feel like they go backwards a lot of the times. But with that said, let's go ahead and watch this last entry from My Seed TV, and let's enjoy together, and let's see what they have to offer in this video.
Would you like to start by telling your name and the property that you own?
Sure. My name is Heather Madison. My husband Robert and I own Greystone Manor, bed and breakfast in Gasport, New York. Yeah, we've had a couple really bizarre incidences happen. Well, not a couple, more than that, I would say, but people have been scratched and touched. We had a couple that came in from out of town. They're about 3 hours away. She wanted to come here for her birthday, but her boyfriend at the time really didn't want any part of it, but was like, okay, I know you're into this kind of stuff, so we'll go for the weekend. And he was just going on and on about how this is so dumb. He said all of a sudden his back started on fire. And he's like, well, I can't, he's like, something's on my back. I feel like something, he thought it was a bee or something. He didn't know what it was because all of a sudden his back was just burning. They lifted his shirt up and he had all these scratches down his back. There's an older woman in that red room who watches you when you sleep. He said he woke up, knew where he was, could look around. And then he said he couldn't move, couldn't talk. He thought he was screaming his wife's name.
Yeah.
But his wife poked him and said, hey, I thought he was snoring or whatever.
Yeah.
And he freaked out because he thought he was
stuck.
screaming her name. But she said all he was making was just this weird guttural sound. Like he was hardly making any noise at all.
Like he was stuck in that
Yeah.
dream state.
And he totally freaked out. These people were not paranormal investigators, so they've never done this before. So I was showing him some equipment, and we happened to go out on the basement where it's very active. We were sitting at a table. So it's me, the husband sitting next to me to my right, and the wife is sitting across from me. She keeps saying that she's getting touched. So something was messing around with all the equipment in front of her, was lighting up, and then her arm was getting touched. And then you hear her husband make a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear this man laugh at his joke. The husband's got like a little higher voice.
Yeah.
And he says this joke and then he goes, haha, like he chuckles, but then you hear a man laugh with him and then continue to laugh. He said, sure. I thought.
I think he wants you to take your shirt off.
So it's that ha 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 ha, that long laugh. But the weird part is he's echoey. And you hear, it sounds like three men laughing. And you hear the husband go, ha ha, we didn't laugh.
And then there's a whole
The long drawn out laugh is the one that is the spirit.
I think he wants you to take your shirt off.
Laughing at her.
There's like 3 different voices in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
You would think that there was another man in the room with you guys, but it was just him.
Oh yeah. And plus that spirit laugh is weird and echoey too. So it doesn't sound like our voices while we're talking.
Yeah.
Interesting. Would you stay at this
caught in the
place?
green room, that's the room right above us. You actually hear a man walking around, and also you hear their paranormal music box go off. So something triggered the music box to go off, but then you hear the man like limping and walking, and you hear him say, "Screw you."
Well, no. Screw you.
Screw you, like he's super mad.
Wow.
But yeah, that red room, there's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of sadness. People feel like they can't breathe, like they're being strangled. And then there's the kids' room, that's like the vortex room. People feel very dizzy in there. There's a child spirit in there, Ben Root, Curtis's son, who's buried outside by the tree on the kitchen side, a little 4-year-old.
There's a 4-year-old buried by a tree outside.
There's like 15 people. There's a graveyard out there too.
It's crazy. It's gonna be a good show. Let me fast forward a little bit here.
So
There you
before
go.
we go in, why don't we bring the viewers to the outside cemetery?
Yeah, that'll give us an opportunity to check the windows for the apparitions they talk about.
There was an outside cemetery area, and we wanted to just show the viewers what that looked like. So we did a quick walkthrough.
It's freezing out, man.
Yeah.
Casey and I started our walkthrough outside at the spot where all of those ancient gravestones were unearthed.
Oh yeah, big time.
Apparently, it's Iroquois legend that as you approach a sacred burial ground, the wind will pick up.
Wow.
I try to keep this out in front of me. If there are any spirits that are present out here by these burial grounds, you can come close to us. You can light up the device in my hand. We're not here to harm you. We're just here to communicate. You can let us know that you're present.
Here's the old tombstones.
Oh yeah. So this is a small cemetery of people that died within the house. They were buried out here. And then over this way was where the Indian burial grounds were.
There was also these cornfields off to the side where we were told was a burial ground as well.
She said they've got EMF spikes out here, right?
She also had mentioned that when you start to get close to their plots, the wind will pick up almost just like there's no way that it can only be windy in this spot and nowhere else, you know?
So if this thing goes off in my hand, it will let us know that you're present right now, which would be very nice if you'd like to communicate with us. Can you let us know that you're out here?
Try to walk it up right into this little crack.
Wow. Windy. Yeah. They just picked up. Wow.
Eerie feeling out here.
Definitely eerie.
Massive
Huge
field.
You can't even see to the ends of it. Let's go walk through the house. Let's let them see the house.
Okay.
We did the initial walkthrough of the property with the EMF detector out.
So just so the viewers know, we did do an interview earlier with the current owner. That's why you'll see some of our gear and stuff is already here. We're going to do a entire walkthrough right now and show you guys what we're dealing with in here. So this is the dining area.
Also, Open that door so we can show them.
Oh, this here? You're talking about the cursed mirror?
The cursed mirror.
So this mirror is supposed to be cursed. We got a backstory on this earlier.
Apparently people see reflections, especially when they're standing in the dining room and they look in here.
Yeah.
They can see something pass from one side to the other.
Wow.
So in this living quarters here, this is where her name is Mina, right?
Mina, yeah.
Mina. This is where Mina appears. She's been caught on camera. She's been seen in the windows. Mina, if you're here right now, would you mind coming close to us, lighting up this device in my hand?
It's very old looking.
Oh, wait. This is an important room. So this is the room where Mina died in. This is where she had her bed. A lot of people have said they've witnessed stuff in this room. Let's have a seat for a sec. You can have a seat over there. Let's just see. Maybe go lights out.
Completely?
Yeah, just flipped off one time. Mina, can you come close to this device right here? It'll start blinking. It will not harm you in any way. It's only to let us know that you're present. It will not harm you in any way. It's only to let us know that you're present.
Oh, wow. It was like hard to see. But you can see the shadow, yep.
Can you make it light up once or twice? Can you give us a sign that you're here? Hear that? Hang on, leave the lights off.
Oh, wow.
You hear it, right?
Yeah.
Hear that? Hang on, leave the lights off.
Oh, wow.
You hear it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Whoa, kitty.
What?
There's a black cat that was eating right there.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he was munching on food. Debunked.
Okay.
I heard something crunching in there.
Mm.
He looked at me like a deer in the headlights. All right.
What the fuck? I'm trying to eat here. Damn, that wood. Damn, it's a lot of history in this place. It looks very old.
This room definitely feels colder.
I wouldn't want to stay in that place. Hell no. That's a bed and breakfast. I wouldn't stay in that place.
This
You
device
crazy?
Can you come close?
No, thank you. There are a lot of those like bed and breakfasts up here in the Northeast, and a lot of them are haunted. Connecticut has a lot of haunted properties up here in the Northeast. A lot of people died out here on the grounds.
We started doing a spirit box test in the dining room area. And we were hearing very strange noises. We had to stop the spirit box a couple times.
Ooh. Look at the heads on the wall of the animals. Hello?
Casey and I are in this very strange room. Antique furniture, antique pictures. It's already like an eerie setting. And we're listening to the spirit box as close as we can. And we both hear what sounds like it comes from behind us.
Is it hello or help? Hmm. Spirits are trying to clear their throat.
If there's someone present with us, can you make that noise again?
Sounded like someone moaned a minute ago. Can you do that again?
Nina. That was Nina.
Nina.
Nina. That was Nina.
It said Nina. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
Who wants to leave? Nina, is that you?
Hmm.
At this point, Colton and I decided to split up and do some solo testing. So I went to the basement of the property where a lot of people have heard EVPs played back on devices. So I already set up my light down here. I'm just going to change the camera lens. And I'm going to set a movement trap
Like a base.
in case anything does try to enter this room while I'm in here doing my EVP sessions. I had a coffin music box, which basically detects any kind of energy around it, and it starts playing music and blinking whenever something gets close to it. It's going to be interesting.
Wow.
Colton went to the second floor where there's a little kids room with all sorts of dolls in it, and there's supposed to be a lot of activity in that room as well.
Oh boy. With the dolls.
Johnny. So the first name that comes across the obelisk when I turned it on was Johnny. And Dawn. The first names.
Apparently, whatever resides in there does not like when you close the door. It needs an open portal for itself to transfer to whatever its other spot is in the house.
Well, there's Johnny and Amy written on the wall right here. Is Johnny or Amy?
Can you please come close to this voice recorder that I left on the table and say something? Can you give us a message? Can you whisper something? Can you give us any kind of audio sign that you're here with me right now? Okay, that was something. If that was you, can you please come closer to that device on the floor If you come close to it, it'll just start playing music. It's not going to
Heard
harm
it
you.
ring.
The really creepy part was when I asked whatever was present if it could move closer to the coffin music box, and it did.
If you come close to it, it'll just start playing music. It's not going to harm you. Can you please make that device? Wow.
Wow.
There's obviously some energy in this room. I'm going.
She also had mentioned that if you do close the door, sometimes people will hear the door handle rattling. Sometimes people will see the door shake. And I went in there to do the EVP session, and what I caught was exactly what she had explained to me.
There's obviously some energy in this room. I'm going.
The second time I thought I heard the door handle jiggle, I opened the door and there was no one there.
It's a nice tub. Throw some Epsom salt in that tub. Oh, take a nice hot bath. That'll feel so good.
Hello? Is there somebody present with me right now?
I was communicating with someone, either Johnny or Jenny. You stated through the obelisk that you can sense my aura. The way you can communicate with me through this device is the side closest to me is yes, and I'll light up green. The side furthest away from me will light up red for no. I'm going to ask you very simple questions. If you're willing to communicate with me, just stand on either side of this device.
Always the fucking basement.
You're extremely active when I close the door.
Is that a good guy doll?
You don't like being closed in.
No way.
See
A Chucky doll.
Latch lock that was ripped off the door. It must have been removed for a reason.
That's so random. They
You like
put
it when I'm trying to
Chucky.
communicate with you?
That's crazy. Here you go.
That just started swinging on its own right behind me. It made like a knock noise. I heard a knock behind me and I looked and this was swinging and I didn't touch it. Did not touch it. No bullshit. I was just sitting here like looking at this right here and I heard, and then I looked back and this was going like this.
In your closet. Lord. Here we go. Are they gonna play pool? Oh, they do. They play pool. The spirits play pool. You say, yo, let me hit this. Let me break this. Oh, damn, man. I shanked it. Damn, that's fucked up. I'm not a good pool player.
It's well known for being haunted. Many people have gone there and investigated. A lot of these places that we've gone to this season are well-known haunted locations.
This house is experiencing a high level of very consistent activity.
It is okay, and this is the last video, but it is experience high level of activity. But I've seen like really strong poltergeists the past few days here on my Minority Matter that I review some of the paranormal videos, and they were really good. The ones I came up with the past few days. This one, it's okay. I mean, yeah, it has some like energy there and so forth, but man, I seen some really aggressive energy. And this house is just it's old, it has old energy. It feels like, they just don't step on the rug with your shoes type of energy. Like, they don't they want to play pool. They don't really mess with you. They just they their energy is stuck in the house, and it's sometimes sad because they can't move on. They're stuck there. They're in the loop, and imagine being when you die. Where do you really go, right? Because that's the trillion, kabillion, $1 million question. It's where do you go when you die? And does your energy stays here while your vessel, your body, gets either put underground 6 feet under or cremated. I'm definitely gonna be cremated. I don't want to be buried. I'm claustrophobic to begin with, and putting me in a coffin and burying me, that I will haunt you for the rest of your motherfucking life if you do that to me. I'm just saying, right? Because I'm claustrophobic. It just weirds me out. Just thinking about it, it's like, ugh. And the fact they have to transport me from the hospital to wherever funeral processing, wherever they're gonna take me, they had to take me in a casket type setting, and that sucks. That sucks. But I'm ready to go to bed. I hope you guys are too. It was a great day, great show, and I'm definitely gonna come on here tomorrow and do something. But with that said, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night, and I'll catch you on the flip side. And we'll see how I feel in the morning. I'm gonna try to get to bed early and get a good sleep in, and see how I wake up. Definitely gonna have to get coffee. Coffee is the only thing that keeps you up, right? I learned the trick. Drink a cup of coffee, and don't put too much sugar, Especially I'm diabetic, so I can't have too much sugar. But a cup of coffee a day shouldn't be too much a pain for me. I think it'll help me stay up and be motivated to do morning shows. I like the morning shows. It's very peaceful. I feel good, especially after a good night's sleep. It's something that I actually enjoy doing, and watching the paranormal shows too in the morning. This is I blame The Conjuring. The Conjuring Last Rites. The one I gave 8.2, it was pretty creepy and pretty cool, and I got into like wanting to watch investigations and watch the most extreme paranormal activity. Like I think it's something that you gotta believe, because the paranormal world is real and it will mess with you. And if it hasn't yet, don't worry, it'll come to you. It came to me a whole bunch of times. It still does, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, guys, and definitely see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace.